I'm Cheyenne, and I'm the founder of Pomegranate Arts, a social enterprise that supports refugees and asylum seekers through creative expression. There are currently 46,000 pending asylum cases in the UK. When I worked on a hosting programme at the charity Housing Justice, I supported those who are struggling the most in our current asylum system. I worked with people who came from 18 different countries, from all across the world. Some had been in the UK for a decade, others for 2 months. They sought sanctuary for reasons varying from warfare to persecution, and while their stories were different, I witnessed a shared hope. And this hope was that their case would be resolved, so that they could grow roots in the UK and begin their lives anew. But 70% of initial asylum claims are refused, and the people behind the statistic often have a very frustrating wait ahead. From my frontline experience, I gained 3 key insights into the barriers faced by those trying to settle into the UK. In March of this year, around 9,000 asylum seekers have been waiting for more than 6 months for a decision, and whilst waiting in this limbo, asylum seekers aren't allowed to work and have limited access to education. Secondly, the impact of an uncertain future really affected people's emotional well-being, and during welfare check-ins, I realised that low levels of confidence and self-esteem were very common. Finally, I realised how easy it is for people to be isolated, especially with issues like the cost of travel, lack of local knowledge, and low levels of English stopping them from meeting new people and integrating easily into society. There's no doubt that the need for support is there, but the structures are not. So this is where we come in. Pomegranate Arts is an intensive arts programme that gives asylum seekers and refugees a fun and engaging way to improve their emotional well-being. By unlocking their creative potential, asylum seekers and refugees will improve their well-being and confidence overall, and this will allow them to grow roots in the UK and start again. So, how does this work? We're going to take 10 refugees and asylum seekers through an 8-week programme of arts and crafts classes. To ensure that the environment is encouraging and supportive, the activities will be creative yet accessible to all participants, allowing them to feel fulfilled regardless of their artistic ability. We're also going to use a strengths-based approach to how participants express themselves in a way that they're comfortable with, and we're going to end each session with a social activity to help them make meaningful connections with others. Each week, we'll run art activities on a different theme, from creating mixed media collages that represent their hopes and dreams for the future, to running speed art challenges that tap into a spirit of creativity and imagination. In the final week, we'll showcase the artwork in a celebratory exhibition, but this isn't the end of the journey with Pomegranate Arts. Refugees and asylum seekers will remain part of our network, and they'll gain access to volunteering opportunities with the next round of participants. We're also building strong partnerships with refugee support organisations, so that we're in a position to signpost refugees to relevant services and opportunities, all based on their individual needs and interests. So far, we've run successful prototyping workshops, and the feedback that we've received firsthand from asylum seekers and refugees has been really, really positive. So this included people telling us that they discovered new strengths and skills that they didn't know they had, that they had fun, and they enjoyed socialising with other refugees and with volunteers, and that crucially, they found a space where they could truly experiment and relax. We brought in some of the artwork from one of our workshops earlier this week. They're on the wall there, so if you didn't have a chance to look at it earlier, you can enjoy it now, or after the push, whichever you prefer. To fund our wellbeing programme, we intend to run an arts experience class for paying customers. So London actually has a really thriving experience economy, with the latest research indicating that millennials in the UK spend a total of £419 million each month attending events, and are also more likely to spend their money on experiences rather than buying products. On a platform like Airbnb Experiences, which will look something like this, members of the public will be able to book a refugee-led art experience that's unique, ethical, and memorable. We're developing a network of talented refugee artists who are seeking new opportunities that we hope will provide one more opportunity for refugees and non-refugees in London to meaningfully connect. Another revenue stream will be working with museums and galleries, outreach teams on delivering workshops for their visitors. This year, our goal is to launch an 8-week pilot for asylum seekers and refugees and prototype our refugee-led arts experience workshops. In 2019, we intend to roll out regular delivery of the programme, and beyond that we hope to find a long-term base for both workshops. To launch our programme, we're collaborating with a range of organisations, from arts institutions to refugee charities. And we're here tonight because we'd love for you to join us and become part of this network. To achieve our key goals for 2018, we're asking you tonight for 4 specific things. Firstly, we're looking for funding to launch a full pilot in the autumn. So this will help cover the cost of art supplies and refugee travel expenses. Secondly, we're looking for venue space to run our art workshops for the pilot and for the arts experience workshops. We're also looking for introductions to arts institutions and refugee organisations to work with. So if there's anyone that you think we should talk to, please connect with us on social media at the end of this talk. And then finally, we're looking for pro bono legal advice and support. By creating a safe, welcoming space, we will help build confidence, offer real purpose, and begin planting the seeds of hope that newcomers in our society need to build their lives again. Pomegranate Arts is built on the belief that no human is illegal, and that beyond borders, all humans share the same desire to feel safe and valued. From a few seeds, hope.